The young man sat upon his throne and said, I'm king, but I'm alone, so I must primp and I must preen until I find a worthy queen. He stood before the looking glass. Could he attract the proper lass? His face was pale, his body short, his nose was turned a bit to port. Though he should primp and try to preen, alas, he found no worthy queen. He travelled here, he travelled there, and courted many maiden fair. Somehow it never quite worked out. The maid would cry, another shout, some made excuse, and some would pout, and some were simply not about. Not far away, a princess there was anything, they say, but fair. Her eyes were small, her hair was done, her laugh was everything but fun. But worst of all, she had a lisp, and syllables were not that crisp. Where shall I get a handsome prince to half and hold with love and tints? She travelled here, she travelled there, but could not find one anywhere. Oh, they were polite, they made excuse until she said, Oh, what's the use? She gave up hope for wild romance, and homeward did her ponies prance. What prince was there her heart to woo? She was not fair, what could she do? The king was through. The king was done. He'd sought a love, but there was none. So homeward now his horses flew. The king was done. The king was through. Upon a narrow pass they'd wait, the brigands with their greedy hate, to raid the rich as well as poor. They'd had enough, but wanted more. And when two wealthy coaches came in opulence about the same, one from east, one from west, and both adorned with royal crest, one brigand smiled a toothless grin and said, We will be rich again. Not one but two now come our way, and they will make us easy prey. The robbers, brigands, thieves, and knaves rode black coursers from their cave, and they attacked the maid and king. They took their wealth, took everything. They took the coaches and the crowns. They even took their royal gowns. They took it all away somewhere and left them in their underwear. The king and princess on the road, bereft of all their royal load, were not quite sure just what to do. The king just said, How do you do? The princess said, Fine, thank you, sir. The king then stood and looked at her, and she in turn just looked at him. Something strange came over them. Although they lost their royal lot, it seems as if it mattered not. For love he found them then and there, standing in their underwear. He took their hearts and tied them tight. He took their lives and made them right. He made them king and queen that night and filled their future years with light. Now, children, what do you suppose the moral from this tale arose? Did you find love? Did love find you? Did you lose all to find what's true?